Hey, what's up guys? So today I got more of a serious topic, but I got a sick calorie poster here, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. But anyways, this was sent to me in physical mail form from my viewer subscriber box, my PO box. And he's got a lot of questions that I've actually had sent to me multiple times. And I figure, you know what, I think this hits close to home for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players. Let me go ahead and actually address some of these issues that this guy's having. So it says, Azneyeswhitedragon, I have some questions and problems with my Yu-Gi-Oh life that I would like to share with you. My first problem is that my family thinks Yu-Gi-Oh is a waste of time, stupid game, etc. Because of this, I have no right to buy locals, nor do I have money to buy the cards. So my first question is, how do I get money and a ride to my local/card shop without getting a job? My other problem is that I feel like nobody at school will act the same around me if I tell them my secret of liking Yu-Gi-Oh. In other words, I feel like I'm forced to become a closet Yu-Gi-Oh player. My second question is, how do I break down my like of Yu-Gi-Oh to my filthy scrub friends? My third question kind of goes along with the first question, but how can I make a Yu-Gi-Oh collection out of nothing? And it says, P.S. thanks for the vids, they always make me laugh, or smile or laugh, signed, and then he says his name, but keep that on the secret, because he wants to keep that a secret, I guess. So first off, let me answer that third question, which was, how can I make a Yu-Gi-Oh collection out of nothing? And I got a video already out there, so link down below in the description box. It's kind of an extensive video, but that way you can get like the full in-depth and briefly, yeah, just go ahead and just watch that. It'll be much easier for you. But let's go ahead and start with that first question that you had right now, is that your family thinks that Yu-Gi-Oh is a waste of time, stupid game, etc., etc. Okay, so here's the thing. Yu-Gi-Oh is a very expensive game if you want to be competitive. Even if you want to take it as a small hobby, man, you gotta buy like cards every new set. You basically gotta go to those sneak peeks. So have a lot of fun with this game. You need money. I'm not gonna lie, man. But there's a really awesome thing called Dueling Network and DevPro, which allow you to play these, the most expensive decks for absolutely free, and the program's free. So I don't see any downside at all to playing online. So that kind of solves your second problem, which was that how can you go to locals also, because if you can play online, you have access to these. Now, another thing is that your family thinks Yu-Gi-Oh is stupid. Okay, I understand, man. I got that real hard with my parents, with my friends, when they were like, you should stop practicing video games all day, and you should get a real job. And I'm like, nah, dude, I make money playing video games. And then later on in life, once I actually established the ability to basically become a Yu-Gi-Oh vendor, and then from there I made way more money than they were after college. And then they were like, oh man, this guy knew what was up. So basically, you can show them up. I'll give you a little inspiration at the end of this for some of you guys, but okay, so you guys how to get money without getting a job. Okay, so first off, I assume you live with your parents, you're probably underage, that's why you can't get a job. I mean, you could still go to your neighbors, do like yard work, all that stuff, be like, hey, I'm looking to make some money, can I mow your lawn, that kind of stuff. But if I assume that you still have, like, people still do birthdays, right? Like, you get birthday money, you get Christmas money, Hanukkah money, Kwanzaa, whatever. When you get money on holidays, use that money and you can buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards with it. Also, get rid of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you're not using. Trade them in for new cards that you want to play. I know certain cards, like older cards, like Beaverboard, you can't buy like the new like Shaddolls. I understand. That's where the playing it online comes in handy, and it's free. So I recommend that, and you don't have to worry about getting a ride. Now, getting a ride to locals, because some people like to play in the physical form. Personally, for me, playing online physical form, they're all fun. I just like to mix it up a bit. But the thing is, if you go to your locals and you meet someone that's really cool there, and you're like, hey, I need a ride. Can I possibly get a ride with you? I live, here. Maybe it's on the way for someone else, and then that way they can actually meet a friend and they can, pick you up along the way. Obviously, if they're a lot older, be aware that, well, I mean, honestly, most people that play with Yu-Gi-Oh are pretty patient people in general. So, because this game is, yeah, you gotta read a lot in this game. But I would say that if you find someone that's maybe the same age as you, maybe they're that person, you're friends with them, their mom, their dad, they can pick you up on the way when they're going to take their kid to locals, and that way you can have like a friend that you can talk in the car with on the way to locals. So that would be really good for you. So meeting people, meeting friends, getting a ride to the card shop would be the answer to that. So. Your other problem was that you feel like nobody at school will act the same if they found out that you like Yu-Gi-Oh. Why? I don't know why you guys are so embarrassed about Yu-Gi-Oh. The thing is, I don't understand when card games in general. I think that people still play competitive Pokemon. I mean, as far as like competitive games go in general, a lot of these people that are into these games that are ages, what is Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, it says like ages 4 and up or something like that. The thing is, most people that play the game competitively, they're older people, and you know, they have the money to actually support them playing the game. But if you don't have money early on, man, just play online. That's the best suggestion I can give to you, because that way you can still play all the, you know, really good decks. Because I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Very expensive game as a vendor myself. And, oh, so you want to talk about how do you break to your friends that you like Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. So, I mean, you don't really need to tell them if they ask you, do you play Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! If they are upset about that, I don't see why they're upset about that. I mean, I got friends that play online games that I think are absolutely trash. Like, I still think that, what's a game that is awful? I mean, I don't have friends that play RuneScape. I played that game and I was like, dude, this game is absolutely awful. I still have friends that play WoW, and I cannot stand the PvP in WoW. Okay, Mist and Pandaria, I've heard it got better, but basically, I just don't like World of Warcraft anymore. And like, if my friends play it, like you know, I played that game for a while and I didn't really enjoy it after. Well, I never really got into that game. I wish I could have, but oh, Diablo. Okay, this is a good example. I played Diablo 3. That game is not that great of a game, and it's just something I enjoy, and like I don't have friends that say, oh dude, I don't want to be your friend, you play Diablo, man. Or if some of my friends play World of Warcraft, I'm not going to be like, oh dude, we can't be friends, man, you play World of Warcraft, we can't be friends anymore, or something like that. But I mean, if they're using the noob tube in Modern Warfare 2, you know, maybe I won't be their friend. But yeah, there's no reason why you should be upset that you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And you know, you don't want to tell your friends about it, but you got to keep it a secret, because let's be realistic here. I mean, a lot of makeup that people use, like, you know, well, guys can use makeup too, but a lot of the makeup products that people use, it has like well, yeah, some has bird poop, but there's a lot of like animal poop and animal, like, you know, parts that they're using for these makeups and stuff like that. So if you look at it in a realistic standpoint, which is kind of what they're trying to do to you, you can be like, well, you're rubbing like poop on your face to make you look, it makes it think that you look more attractive, and also other people think it makes it look more attractive. But the thing is, that you don't need to bring that up, but I just figured I kind of briefly mentioned, because I've heard of that analogy before. I was like, yeah, it's kind of a good analogy. It's like, dude, you rub poop on your face to make you look more attractive. But, I mean, you don't need to mention that. I just figured it was good to just bring up real quick. But, so a lot of your, you're saying that you feel kind of ashamed that you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Here's the thing, man. A lot of people, the reason why I think you feel kind of put down because of this is because people are trying to tell you, essentially, that Yu-Gi-Oh! You're never going to make any money. I can tell you right now that they are super wrong about that. Now, I don't know where you want to take Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if you want to make it your career to be a vendor or be the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Player in the world. Now, just as a heads up, being the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Player in the world will probably not give you enough money to actually make a solid living, like that's really good, and you got like some nice cards and stuff like that. But I think that what you can do is, if you just want to take it as a hobby, I highly recommend you to play online. There's free applications. There's also a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game coming out for the iPad, but that one you're still going to have to buy cards, which I need to make a video on this, because I was talking to Jason, which I believe his name is Jason Ray, and he's a real cool guy. He worked at Activision for a long time. He's making this is going to be some new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that's supposed to be the new one that's going to be better than the Dueling Network, better than the DevPro, although I'll need to talk about that in the future. But for the most part, Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, Konami's a very big corporation. They make so much money off of this. Someone is making a bunch of money, and a lot of people that are trying to tell you that, you know, you shouldn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a waste of time, whatever. It's because they're trying to give you a reality check, and also not everyone that does that is necessarily putting you down. They're not trying to say like, hey, dude, you shouldn't play that. They're trying to say, hey, you know what, you need something else to actually make a living off of in the future, and to invest your time into something that's actually worth it. Now, like I said, I don't know if it's your hobby, I don't know if it's your life, but some people take this game way too serious, like I said, they're trying to give you a reality check to make it so you can realize that, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not something that is, how do I want to word this? Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not something that you can actually make a good living off of, but I'm here to tell you that they are wrong on that. And also, I give you guys some inspiration, and this will kind of help you guys, hopefully. Like I said, I'll give you some inspiration for you guys that are, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Up-and-coming Yu-Gi-Oh! Vendors, I would say, because you can make a lot of profit off this game relatively quick, especially if you watch my videos. Actually, I just uploaded one, which was cards you should pick up and cards that you should get rid of, so it's more for people that already kind of have a collection. But like I said, a video in the description box for that video of, like, how do you build a Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection from scratch. But I give you guys some inspiration real quick to show them that they're wrong, because like I said, they're trying to give you a reality check, and you can show them up by saying, "How do you make six figures? What kind of car do you drive?" And they will shut up once they actually get shown up by this. I know it sounds really cocky, but I can tell you guys, be proud of your hobbies and all that stuff. But I know that there are other people that'll still be like, "Well, you're never gonna, amount to anything." But I'm here to prove them wrong. We're gonna go into my garage real quick, but we gotta be quiet while I get, basically while I leave this area. Well, my room, I should say, because there's people sleeping. It's actually like 5, I think. I'm playing some of that Yugioh online, DevPro. I've been trying out that Burning Abyss deck. So, you guys can look at this. We're going to go on a secret mission. Hold on, let the camera focus. Oh, the camera only wants Katarina. You guys get this, like, out of focus one. Okay. Okay. We're going to go on an adventure. That's my baby. Okay, we're going back now. Oh yeah. You can hear the snoring. Okay, here we go. Just look at that BLS. Okay, sorry, you just had to be quiet. I didn't want to wake people up. Alright, so... Oh, I gotta move. Alright. Oh, there we go. That's Katarina. Alright. Gonna flop the camera back. Alright, we good. Alright, so hopefully that'll give you guys some inspiration, but also if you want, you can show up your friends, be like, "Yo, this guy plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Look at him. Look at the car he drives." And basically that shows up a lot of people that are essentially... more so the people that are trying to give you a reality check, again, trying to tell you that you need to do something more productive with your life. And that's a good word, productive with your life, because not only do they think that this is a waste of time, but it's a waste of money. Like I said, I don't know how serious you want to take it. But long story short, if you want to play like the best of the best decks, you don't got money, play it online. That's my real point I'm trying to drive home here. But yeah, you can meet a lot of cool people and get a free ride from them, perhaps. You can meet some new people through that as well. But I hope this gives you guys some inspiration, and also lets you guys know that you can make a living off of Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's not really by playing the game, it's more so vending. And you can do that by watching some of my other videos that kind of help you guys understand why certain cards are going to go up in price or down in price. And you can make a lot of money. You kind of have to have money to make a lot of money in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you know that this card's going to be more expensive in a couple of weeks, so you pick up several hundred copies. And if it goes down in price, then you lose money. It's kind of like a stock market. It's kind of like, it's nice to gamble sometimes. Naturium Bamboo Shoot lost me a lot of money, but that's a story for another day. Actually, I've mentioned that so many times, but I lost a lot of money. But that's just part of, risk-reward system. But anyways, like I said, hope this gives you some inspiration for some of you closet Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. Just be proud of what you do. And if there's people trying to show you up, be like, "Oh, dude, I know this guy Azneyeswhitedragon. Do you see his car?" And, it'll just basically re-give them back that reality check. And they're like, "Man, I got this college degree and I'm not doing anything with it." Or they'll just be like, "Man, I didn't know that was a thing." Because some people just don't even know that you can make a profession out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically vending and stuff like that. But anyways, thanks for watching, and have a great day. And I hope this helps you, some of you players out. Azneyes out.